Alright, so I'm going to start out with some premium tigers. How fun. Looks like I'm not the only one of this rank. Ooh, we got Cuban. Interesting. And I'm bottom tier. This brings me so much joy. I like doing stuff around C. I'm bottom tier, so this ought to be interesting. I guess at least we have the Russians on our side. Not much presence going to C either. That could be a problem. Most of our heavy firepower is going towards A as well. So because Tiger E and I have a very similar plan, uses low terrain here to hide ourselves from the enemies, so that we can approach unseen. How well that works, I am not entirely sure. I do know we've already lost a Premium Tiger 2 to the north. I guess this guy ran to the rock. He's trying to not hit the tree and knock it down. Could be somebody in the buildings here. I'm hearing something on my right. He's gonna come around this corner. I do not know what he is. That tree's gonna be really annoying. Let's mark this up again. I'm just gonna hold this angle here and see what the heck is gonna pop out of the corner here. Whatever it is it just fired, it's probably not paying attention. I'm gonna hit first cruise control, that way I can get a shot off very quickly. If I die, I die. Hello, Jumbo. Should have figured that was gonna happen. Too bad I don't have my friendly over here. Ooh, my transmission's taken out. Okay. Maybe it would have been better to hit him in the lower front armor, but that's what I get for doing that. That's what we had the respawn for. So now that we have that knowledge, I also know it's probably not a good idea to go that same way. Our friendly Tiger 1 is just camping right back there. It looks like there's going to be a plane that's going to go right after him, too. T-34-85 died right on top of there. There's a tank. I'm lucky to be alive. Tiger killed the M18, great. I'm just lucky that Scorpion decided to track me instead of actually put off a proper shot to kill me. I'm gonna go in a more protected position using these rocks. Would you happen to know that there is a medium tank that just died on sea? I think that Jumbo Sherman is still alive, too. Not seeing anything over there. That was somebody from the left. It's this guy right here. I have to admit, I'm lucking out really hard with these guys. Just in case. Deploy smoke right there. Nothing like a little massage from a bomb concussion. Okay, Tiger, you killed the US T-34. The Jumbo Sherman is still alive, though. There's something on my left. I do not know what it is. It could have just been a plane. We're gonna have to keep going. Okay, whatever it is, it was dead, but we do happen to have somebody over there somewhere who shot, but didn't do too much to me, which I find surprising. Check over there. If I don't find this guy quickly... Okay, so there's a vehicle somewhere right in front of me. Who just died? It was an M109. So, that guy's probably chasing me. If not... Oh well. But looks like he's getting shot at by something. I might have to do something very aggressive here. There's a tank. That is a Jumbo Sherman. He's down. Okay, so I can't help those guys because that guy pushed around the rock. But once again, I'm going to try something aggressive and go right around here. Thanks for the free points, Mr. Spitfire. Need to keep my eyes open for anybody pushing over here. I don't see anything. See, I'm gonna position myself right here against the rocks. See if I can catch any reinforcements. M4T26 is down. Looks like your Tiger II Slaw has got that spawn locked down. Until he didn't. He just died to a T-34-85. Okay, there's a tank right there. I do not have the German tech tree fully ground out, no. I do have a good portion of it. At least I thought that was a tank. That could have just been the shrubbery there. Your 19A1's dead. Let's check over here somewhere. Any movement? Not really seeing a dang thing.
We're controlling most of the zones.
Okay, there is somebody moving from their spawn over to the sea cap. I know because I could hear his engine noise.
Attention to the map. Attention to the map.
So I'm going to turn off my engine and wait to see which direction he goes. He's dead. Okay, there's a medium tank over there. Can't really see him, but he's dead. Hey, Brew, how you doing?
Zone captured. We have the advantage.
So that is 5 kills already. Of course, our main man, the Tiger 2 up here, has got freaking 12. He's having a hell of a game. Surprised he hadn't spawned a nuke. Guess he was just getting his kill streak up. See if I can see what the heck this is.
Attention to the designated grid square.
Somebody says there's something over here? I don't see anything. Okay, T-3045 did manage to kill the skink. Okay, we have another enemy vehicle. So I'm gonna do the same thing. Mark it up. Maybe my friendly will pay attention. Turn the engine off. Let's see what happens. Sounds like an M18. He sees him.
Air 210. Height 2,000 meters.
Question is, what is this guy gonna do? Is he gonna kill the Tiger E, push out, and then I get to kill him? I see no point being the team composition right now to really push this. Let's see what our Tiger E is gonna do. Okay, it was a skink. We got this stuff pretty much locked down. I'm gonna consider this match pretty much over at this point. Not too bad a result. 5 kills, 1 death. When I'm bottom tier. Oh yes, the line name. Alright. Let's see. This guy just had an amazing match. Jesus. Alright, next battle. Hi Peanut, how you doing? You know what, let's do a thing. 300% Silver Lion booster. Let's see. Got a new match. What are we gonna get? Ooh, we got Cargo Port. I don't really like this map very much, but I'm not completely bottom tier. Let's take a risk. I like going around A. Let's see how this works. Playing the old Tiger 1, the medium tank disguised as a heavy. Now, if we're gonna do this, there's no room for hesitation. Gotta go. Get over there as quickly as possible. If you've played this map, you know the enemy team's gonna go there. Don't know how many people, they could be waiting, but once again, no hesitation. If we die, we die. I'm not seeing anybody yet. If they leave that open, that is a huge mistake. Still no one. Okay, here we go. Could I play the Sherman later? We'll see. I'm not going to say yes or no on that. However, if I do play the Sherman, it's going to be the M4A376W. Normally I do not go for the capture point, but it looks like this side's going to be uncontested, so I am. Okay, somebody's dropping artillery on A. How do I aim with the sight over long distance? Watch this. Notice how my distance changed at the bottom? I use the mouse scroll wheel to change my range. I don't like aiming upwards to get my shots off. Okay, there's a tank right over there. No, that is not a tank, that is... That is a type of tank, it's a gas tank. Okay, looks like we're gonna capture A. Okay, A has been captured. I don't see any reason to not continue pushing from here on. Nothing over to my left yet, but I have to keep an eye out for that, because if anybody goes there, it's going to be a hard counter to what I'm trying to do. There's a tank. Okay, he's gonna drive forward. I at least did some good damage to him. If you actually really want to get good at aiming at long distance, just use custom battles. I prefer using the Sands of Sinai map and just shoot AI targets for a while. They don't shoot back very often, so I think it's a really good way to practice. Okay, there's an enemy over to my left. So if that Tiger E is there, he's pretty much going to see everything that's going to be crossing the path to B. So I'm going to push further ahead. Yeah, he's killed a Jumbo Sherman. Okay, that guy does not see me. Enemy tank. I don't think he's gonna push to where I can see him. Have to keep my ears wide open. Let's see, he's got a turret, so I'm just gonna back up. He's at least immobilized, so I'm just gonna leave him there. I poke out again, there's a serious chance of me getting killed. Nothing here. Yet. I do happen to know that an M51 killed the Tiger 1 over there. I just don't know where that M51 is. I have to be careful not to push out too far, because that artillery piece is over there somewhere. Okay, I see where the artillery piece is. I don't know if he sees me. Okay, he's just distracted, so he's dead. I do happen to know there is a PT-76 pushing towards B, so I'm just going to sit here and see what he does. No, it wasn't a PT-76, that's an Su-85. He's dead. Okay, that guy, for some reason, did not see my tracers, so let's take advantage of this. He's down. I'm surprised I missed that guy earlier. Alright. I don't know if anybody was paying attention, but I'm gonna go the other side of this building. Hello, Isaac, how are you? If they respawn, they might be expecting me on the other side of the building, so I'm going over here. Let's see, do I see anything yet? There's a plane coming in. If he's going after me, I'm dead. I don't really care. He is not. Still nothing, so I'm just going to reverse. I don't hear you because you're using text, but I can see what you're saying. I'm not a war veteran, I just played the game quite a lot. Okay, let's see here. Let's take a little bit of an analysis. So, our team is basically doing a spearhead through B. I have A locked down. The question is, if there is so little presence of my team over here, it's more than likely that's where they're going to be. And there's one guy that's dead. Okay, there's a tank right there. I don't think he's looking at me. Oh, it's a skink. He's down. In battle? Well, on Steam, it says I've played close to 6,000 hours, but the thing is, I have been playing the game since 2013, and that's before the game came out on Steam, so add maybe 3,000 hours onto that. A lot of that was planes, though. A fun fact, back when tanks were released, it was very different. Heck, it used to be that your crew could get injured if you ran into things, and I had a few times where I accidentally rammed enemies and they'd... not enemies, I accidentally rammed friendlies and they'd die. You could even smack a tree going at a really unfortunate speed and it would get you killed. Oh, man. That was 2 enemy tanks. I just barely missed that guy. Okay, let's go ahead and get a range on that. I think that's about 400 to 500 meters. Let's see what it says. Okay, 500. Let's go with that. ASU-85. Okay, let's reverse. That way these guys can't see me. Reset my range. There might be some guys pushing past me over here. Looks like that scout by bombing confirmed it. There's one down. There might be another tank coming towards me, so I'm going to sit here for a little bit. I should be protected by anybody coming from the spawn, just because the building's in the way. I have to admit, the Shermans are quite fun. Ooh! I could play the German Sherman. That's a bit seal clubbing, though. It's an M4A2, which means it gets smoke grenades, and people are not prepared for somebody who knows how to use smoke grenades at lower BRs. Okay, looks like the people that would be going to B have pushed past while I wasn't looking. We have pretty good presence there, so I'm just gonna reverse and see if I can get anybody from their spawn. If it really comes down to it, looks like we're losing B, I'll go ahead and push across the road to take care of them. The German KV-1? Which one? The 75? I'm gonna play the Tigers for a while, though. Okay. Okay, there's at least an SPAA over there. Okay, it looks like we're losing B. Something must be done about this. So Herman Thurb killed a Wirbelwind with a slippery 43, and now he's killed him... Where is this guy? Okay, I'm gonna have to do this a smart way. We have to check that. If I don't and an enemy comes by, I'm dead. Hold on. Somebody's over here. Hello, sir. Who are you? I'm not at a really good angle for this. Oh my god. Oh no. Don't do it. No, sir. I'm surprised that that did not go through. Oh, that was an SC-100. Oh, man. That guy has to be dealt with. I forgot SC-100s could be at this BR. Oh, there he is. Let's say that's about... What range is that? He's got a number on me. Okay, it is a little bit further than that. I am not spawn protected, so this is risky. Okay, he took out my transmission. I took out his tracks. Let's get that as low as possible. There we go. Thank goodness he only hit my transmission. Okay, STRV. Stridsvagen 74 is done, so we're gonna have to contest B. I don't really have an option here. I'm just glad I won that sniper duel against the SU-100. Okay, somebody is attacking our Waffenträger. Okay, so that guy has got to be somewhere over... Oh, damn it. Excuse my French. We are not in a good situation right now. Okay, there's an enemy tank on my left, too. So I do not know what exactly that Sherman's doing. I'm not entirely sure what my friendly tiger is doing. Sir, that's not an obstacle that you can take out. Looks like that Sherman's fighting him now. I'm gonna see if I can do something against that guy. Okay, there's an SPA over to my right. What the heck is this guy doing? He's firing at somebody, but I don't see whatever he's firing at being spotted, and now an F8F just killed him. Looks like whatever he was firing at is right over to my left. The question is, does this thing on my left know that I'm here now? Oh, he does, and he's a Firefly. Let's see if I can force him to do something. What you gonna do, Firefly? Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of side scraping.
Attention to the map.
So he's somewhere right over there. Oh, crap, crap, crap. Not good, not good. SPAA. I didn't realize he could go through my armor. That Sherman's about to get on my side is the problem. Alright, I'm switching to heat. This guy's annoying.
Attention to the designated
Sherman's somewhere in front of me. I lived. I lived. Sorry for screaming there. That was a heck of a match. Alright, let's go for another one. Team kind of fell apart, but we did as best as we could. I probably should have switched over to heat a little sooner against the SPAA, but it is what it is. Ooh, Volokholamsk. I'm not used to the small version of this map, but I'm going to try something. I'm going to try something that could get me killed. I could do some funny stuff around C, if possible. So we got two little guys trying the same thing. We already have one friendly dead. Fun stuff. Well, I mean, if you're gonna go over the ridgeline, you kind of have to expect to get shot. I'm just saying. And an M51 killed the Fiat. So there's a lot of things telling me that my approach is dangerous. But I think I can handle it. I honestly prefer the Panther A, not Panther, the Panther H. I prefer the Tiger. It doesn't have as much penetration, but what it does get is that it's still fairly mobile, and the gun really doesn't let you down. PT-76, what is he doing? He is somewhere behind this tree, I just don't know where exactly. Okay, he's sitting right there. That was a crit, I hit him in the engine. Moves slightly. Man, I can hardly see this guy. But he's dead. Now, I do happen to know that there is an M51 that killed a few of my friendly tanks, and I haven't the slightest idea where he is. There's a plane coming in. Let's move forward a little bit. Okay, there's the M51. Hello, no, that's not an M51, that's a T-34-45. Okay, my barrel's taken out. This one might get me. That must have been one of the guys I killed earlier. Probably the M18. He wasted 3 bombs to do that. So, let's do another respawn. You see what they don't know? Is that when they spawn in a bunch of planes, sure, they're gonna kill a lot of people, but planes do not control the ground. They cannot control the ground. They don't capture points. There's the F6F again. Honestly, quite surprised that the F6F took that many bombs to kill me. Then again, being in a valley like that makes it really difficult for them. Yes, I did get bombed immediately. That is the life of trying to play against the Americans. I'm actually choosing this route because it doesn't look like there's that many people guarding it besides this guy up there. I mean, if they're gonna leave it this unguarded, I might as well push into it. Let's check over here. No, it's just a friendly Tiger. Seems like there's several enemy tanks on this.
Multiple strategic zones are captured.
I do not know if this guy is aware of me. It's an awkward spot for me to do. He's probably going to be aware of me now thanks to the damn plane. He got me with 100-pound bombs. Do I watch Girls in Panzer? No. I don't have time for that shit. There's just some things I don't have very much chill on. No offense, it's just how I am. Okay, so we know that there's somebody capturing B. I have no idea if he's going to be looking this direction. So I'm going to see if I can do anything against the guy who's at B. There's something... Oh. Ah, dang, he hit me and took out my smoke grenades. I knew I heard something over there. Okay, I see the guy over at B, too. Let's do another respawn, then. Because why not? That Osman 2 is shooting so far behind that guy. Great job, 2S1. So we're gonna go the same route that got me killed by aircraft. I need to do something to that guy that's going to sea. No idea what he is, where he's going, or what he's about to do. Okay, looks like it's an SPAA and he died. Question is, is there going to be anybody on the road next to the Lank? And there is. I see his forehead. What is he? That is an M10. Not exactly the safest thing for me to be fighting. 76mm gun and all. There we go. What that guy doesn't realize is that snow acts as false cover. He was more exposed than he thought. Dirt can do the same thing. Go ahead and go for the cap, not because I want to, there's aircraft up, but because we kind of need to. And I'm also going to try to become part of the building. Tracer gun into the house, that way nobody can see me from the side. Okay, that was a bush. Oh dear Lord! Job. You see, that's why you gotta pretend to be a house. You can be there till it's too late. Oh, tank on my left. That guy's probably spotted me, too. He is moving fast. We're not going to talk about my first shot, okay? I got the kill, that's all that matters. There's an enemy plane. And there's a Black Prince, how fun. Somebody is capturing B again. Let's try to use low terrain, that way nobody can see what I'm doing. There's a tank over there. There was a tank over there. He's dead now. It's not really that big of a deal. I just took a hit from something. What was that? Let's just smoke up, reverse, get the heck out of here. Hopefully he doesn't shoot me again. There went the shot. It must have been that light tank, probably a PT-76. No, I would not remove cast from ground RB. It deserves to be the exact way it is. Okay, there's a PT-76. Using my ears. Apparently that thing was not a PT-76 and it's dead. Oh. I'm glad that guy killed that. There's another plane coming in, chances are I'm dead. Oh, he doesn't have bombs. Lucky me. Let's try to get back into low terrain. Oh, there's a tank. All right. Let's switch it up slightly. Gonna be the same. Same tree, different BR, different tank. Use a 20% silver line booster. Herman the German Sherman has made a return onto the stream. This could either go really well or really bad. There's only one way to find out. And we have Japan. And we're bottom tier. At least a 75 at this BR is a pretty decent gun. I'm going to try something ultra aggressive. That's just because it's my style. Good positioning. And we have... That's not Russia, that's China. Almost had me fooled there for a second. For reference, there's this hill right somewhere on the map, yes, that I'm going to go for. Honestly, I really don't mind CAS that much, because one, you get the odd crash, and I think it's freaking hilarious. Two, I also like playing the aircraft. Three, I think Ground RB nails a kill streak system besides just nukes, and that's what CAS provides. And no matter what you say, trying to be CAS still requires skill. Alright, so what I'm going to do is pretty aggressive. I could die, but it's a risk I am willing to take. I wish this guy would stop machine gunning me. There's a tank right in front of us. Sounds Russian. There's a tank. There's a dead tank. Yeah, you just keep pushing that ridge where a tank already is, sir. That's a really good idea and why you're dead. KV-8.
Hello, sir.
Non-penetration. Well, at least he's dead to the Sherman 5C. I have not tried the Stukas in a very, very long time. I usually don't play BRs that low, but it's a lot of seal clubbing. I don't find it the most fun. There's a certain amount of difficulty that I need to find the game stimulating, is how I put it. That T-34 is probably going to take a shot. Okay, he's got the ZIS-30. That Chinese T-34 is putting in some work. So if he's there, it doesn't really look like there's very much... Ooh, he just got killed by a T-34-57. That thing has a 5-second reload and a lot of penetration. It's actually one of my more favorite tanks to play. Tank on my right. Is that a friendly? Yes, it is. So, this is turning out to be very interesting. So, our Stug 3 died to the T-34-57. Our AA is probably about to die to him, too. Please do not push that M42, you're going to die. Alright, I'm forced to be aggressive now. Looks like he's sitting right there. He's down. There's an M4 of some variant. There goes a light tank. Alright, time to use this secret technique. Smoke grenades. M4A2 has them. I'm gonna take a little bit of a tactical retreat. It's gonna take him a while to push over there, so I'm gonna reverse back into the position that I was before. We have a Chinese M24 that's probably gonna provide a distraction for him, too. I'm gonna see, like... No, I don't have enough time to save him. I knew he'd do that. Alright, so I'm gonna reverse back in here to give this M4A1 a false sense of security. Doing a little bit of psychological warfare with him. Turn my engine off, too. There's nothing in my tank that's sticking out, so if he wants to get B, he's gonna have to push forward. But if he pushes forward and he's not really paying it close attention, I'm gonna get the shot off on him. Let's see how this plays out. He should know the tank killed the friendlies in front of him is an M4 Sherman. Not an M24, but he just killed an M24. Let's see what he's thinking. I need to turn my engine back on. Just briefly. Okay, there's a tank that is not the Sherman that's pushing. It sounds like a Russian tank, a T-34 of some variant. So what are these guys going to do? I'm a Sherman, that means I have a very quick reload. Is he just going to sit there? He stopped moving. Sounds like this Russian guy is going to keep pushing forward. I do not hear the Sherman anymore, which I find very interesting. And based on the fact that I have my engine turned off, there's no way he can hear me, so he has to actually see me to be able to detect where I am. Let's see how fast my turret traverse is when my engine's... Okay, it's horribly slow. That's to be expected. I really want to see how smart this guy is. New team's capturing A, that's fine, we have both B and C. Is he disengaging? Or is that a different tank? I just don't hear the Russian tank anymore. I think it's still best for me to stay here. Okay, I hear the 50 cals. Was that from a friendly? I think it was. Okay, I saw an enemy marker here somewhere. Okay. Yeah, there's a tank right over there. In case you didn't know, sometimes there's these red markers on your screen. That is your crew detecting an enemy tank. Okay, so I took out the guy's transmission. I whiffed a shot, it's fine. That's T-34-57. So, it would have been helpful if I didn't whiff that shot, but he is immobilized. Let's just respawn again. The T-34 is still on B and capturing. He's down now. Had I seen that guy earlier, I would have gotten a side shot on him and killed him, but you take what you can get. I don't try to play perfect, I just try to play good enough. T-34-57 killed the Churchill. So if that's the case, that means that there's a T-34-57 between A and B, which is not a fun thing to know. T-34-57 killed the Broombar. Okay, that T-34-57 that's between A and B is dead. That is what I like to hear. Let's see. KV-1 killed a Sherman 3. That means there's a KV-1 somewhere. He's probably going to push towards B. See you later. Oh, SPA. Okay, let's just say me allowing that guy to live that long, I did that on purpose to get my friendly AA killed, because I knew he was going to get in the way. That's what I'm going with, okay? I hope we all can agree on that. Okay, I'm gonna have to do a thing. Alright, you guys want to see something cool? Hopefully I can pull this off. There's a reason why I load smoke shells. I tried. He saw me. I'll accept that.
The enemy has captured most of the strategic zones.
Let's go with something a little more powerful, a gun to deal with a freaking KV. There is a hole in my smoke screen, and that's why I died. Hello, Boom. There'll be no playing with me, no. So they've called artillery on us. There's a heavy tank over there, which I do not like the sound of one being there. I wonder if it's at KV-1 again. Looks like he's right in front of me. And so we had the Panzer IV in the lineup. believe there's a vehicle over there.
The enemy is winning.
He sees me. Or at least he did. So I happen to know it's a T-3457. Yeah. This is not good. Oh, I see how it is. We have... Okay. We just got guys all up in the place down there. Let's see, what is my best move? The P-47 is not going to do what I need it to do. So I guess I'll just have to spawn out this Churchill.
We don't have the advantage anymore.
This is not going to be a great tank to face a T-3457, I have to admit. But it might be good enough to deal with the light tank, maybe not the heavy tank. So we have a light tank and a heavy tank pushing our spawn right now, okay. Good job taking out my machine gun. Okay, this guy's pushing along there. There's a T-3457. Luckily, I have an extreme amount of smoke grenades to distract these guys. I took out the T-34 because I know the gun on the KV-1 is knocked out. Okay, that wasn't exactly the best shot. KV-1's interesting armor profile. Okay, he's getting repaired. That was really bad timing. Thing is, the Churchill has solid shots, so getting even decent shots off on him is kind of awkward, but I do have this. What you gonna do, KV-1? Apparently that KV-1 was repairing for... He's pushing out again. I shot too high, okay. We are using the building. Okay, I have a friendly shooting him. If you're gonna do something to me, you're gonna have to push out in front of my gun, sir. Oh, I reversed too early. Alright, I guess we'll have to let the full repair. Ooh, there's an M6 sitting right over there. And there's somebody attacking B. Ooh, somebody's after C, too.
We no longer have the advantage.
This puts me in a rather awkward position, because I don't know if you know, but this thing has a really, really long reload. It looked like there was a heavy tank pushing towards our spawn over there. I'm gonna have to take care of that guy.
We no longer have the advantage.
This match is not looking very hopeful at all. Is that something? No, it's shrubbery. Disappointing.
Allied forces have captured the zone.
What the heck is that? Okay, it's just a floating piece of wing. Okay, M4A4 got the M6. Great. Somehow somebody's capturing A from our light tank. That is really close to it. Looks like we lost this match. Got more kills than deaths. That's what I really care about. Let's give this another go. Ooh, we got Campania! I know exactly what I'm doing. Time for some fortress play. There's almost always somebody that's going to contest me doing this, too. Basically, what I'm going to do is go from here and try to go along this route, break through, see if I can catch the people, reinforcements and other things. But I'm going to have to deal with whoever's going through that fortress lane first. Good job, light tank, using your smoke grenades when you don't need to. What a waste. We have a pretty strong presence towards A, and that's usual. Alright, so we're getting towards the point of tension. The question is there going to be anybody over here? I'm going to switch over to first cruise control, that way I keep my stabilizer engaged, and I'm able to react quickly to anybody who's going along this way. Looks like the situation is developing somewhat in our favor over towards A, so that could be good for us. Okay, there's nobody over here, so I'm going to continue the push. Or so I thought. I can hear something in front of me. Sounds rather Russian, and it sounds like he's about to push in front of this. Not Russian. Oh, the other thing is that a T-34? Yes, it is. How did I screw that up? Let's see what he's gonna do. Alright, you're gonna do that, I'm gonna do this. Okay, he is reversing off. If I wouldn't have screwed up my shot, he'd be dead and I'd have this whole flank to myself. Okay, this guy is not stupid. Okay, I'm gonna have to deploy a smoke grenade. He's coming around the other side. He is on the move. Okay, I outsmarted him. So there is something over there. It's a KV-1. Not KV, what the heck am I talking about? Darn. I think I hesitated and that's what got me killed. Unfortunately, I do not have any more respawns in the Sherman. I at least managed to take out that T-34 who was trying to be as intelligent as possible, but I outwitted him in the end. Could I have had better shot placement against the Churchill? Yes. But it's all hindsight. I don't see any reason why I can't try doing the same pushes before. Let's make sure my guys know there's a Churchill somewhere over here. Okay, he is in the C-cap. Looks like the situation towards A might be deteriorating a bit, though, which is rather not good. Churchill is taking down my friendly tanks. Okay, great. The 109 killed the Churchill. That means it's likely that this flank is going to be open right for the picking. Let's see what happens. Okay, there's another person who is contesting C. There is two Churchills, okay. This is looking the opposite of good, which means it's bad. Okay, great. T-34 is dead. So the question is, can I push past the Citadel and not have to worry about the Churchill or the medium tank. I'm gonna have to use my ears. The Churchill might be in the same location that he killed me from before.
The enemy's getting closer to victory.
I know I can hear something moving. Set up an ambush. That guy's coming along this way. I need to listen. There's a Churchill right there. I thought for sure that would have hit his gun barrel, but it is what it is. This is not looking great. I don't have that many vehicles to deal with this situation. We have 2 aircraft up. The only things I have are Churchill and a KV-2. I guess I'll take a risk.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
The only way I can really kill the Churchill with this is if I hit him low enough in the turret to engage with this whole roof.
We have posted the zone.
Okay, so if that Churchill killed the Stug 3, that means he took the right of the Citadel, which is the path that I would think he would take, based on where he killed me. Okay, there was a Sherman that killed the Panzer IV F2. The thing that I am most worried about is where the heck that Churchill 7 is. I think we just managed to find that guy. And I'm about to die here, aren't I? That's gotta be about that range. I am not liking this at all. It's a Churchill down there, and he's got M61 loaded. I'm doing all I can to survive this. Oh! Finally got that guy. Hit him right in the turret roof. Alright, with that annoying little guy taken out, we have to take care of the Sherman around C, wherever the heck that guy is. Okay, T-126 is taken care of. I think I just heard a shot from the M4. He's somewhere towards the center of C. SPA has not spotted him by dying, so he's not there. There's a plane rather close. Okay, that was a Key-43. Who just died to the M42? There's something over to my left. Maybe that was the Ostwind I was hearing. I sure hope that's what I was hearing, because I know there's a Sherman around here somewhere. If I go for C, it's going to let people know where I am, so I'm going to ignore it at this moment. Sounds like there's an SPAA in their spawn. I can hear them firing. Not really in the best tank to be dealing with the situation. My rate of fire is not that high. Interesting development. That Sherman's somewhere on my left. Yeah, he's right over there. And he's dead. Panther 4H got him. Gentlemen, there be a tank. He's sitting right there. It's a Churchill. Churchill 7, I think it's the same guy as before. Okay, he's got people shooting at him. Sherman 5 is dead. Getting a little bit of a massage from the enemy aircraft, that's fine. Hopefully that Churchill is going to be distracted by my friendly team, and I might be able to get a nicely placed HE shot on him. But it looks like we're going to win the match before I even get a chance to do that. I know that Churchill's going to be around there somewhere. Okay. There's that match taken care of. Got shut down early by that Churchill. Alright, let's see. How about some Panther 2 gameplay, huh? Something a little higher octane than M4s. If we can get a match. Ooh, we got American Desert, and it's not my favorite side of this map. Ooh, and we got some bad weathers for some added character. Let's see what we can do. Let's see how bad this weather is. Ooh, quite moody. There's almost always going to be people going towards C, so this should be interesting. This is a very fast tank for the battle rating. And the Panther 2 is something special about it. It actually has a pretty decent reverse speed. So I know at least one American tank is going towards C. I might have missed my opportunity to get a shot off on him. Let's see where this guy goes after he captures the point.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Oh dear Lord. This is not good. The opposite of good. There's a ZSU-57. Okay, light tank is down.
Most of the zones are under control.
What is ZSU doing? I have to check over there. I have no options.
Our victory is near.
Okay, so there's a tank over there. He's taken care of. He might have been the guy who was taking out my tracks earlier. No need to expose myself unnecessarily. Okay, somebody's trying to take out my gun barrel. If I don't do something quick, I'm going to die. Is that enough? No, it's not. That was at least enough for me to get out of that situation. That was a really, really bad situation to be in. Okay, there's a T-34. I'm gonna have to freaking book it, man. T-44. Do I have enough time? Gonna deploy another smoke grenade. Ah, you got me. But somebody got him. So let's go back for C again. This time the Tiger T-105. Okay, Palmolaria killed our guy over by C. So if our AMX-13 is sitting right there, he's basically not doing a single thing. So we do happen to know that there's an artillery piece that killed somebody near C, which is exceptionally dangerous. I do not know if that was a tank that I saw over there to the left. Okay, T-26E5 killed a Tiger II. I'm capturing the C point because I have to. I don't really want to do this because it's going to spot me, but I don't have a choice. T-26E5 is somewhere around that way. Yeah, he just got shot. I think he's this vehicle right here. We are at least capturing the C point, applying pressure to the enemy team consistently. Checking my parameters. Okay, this has been captured. I really do not have time to wait. Great job in M48 killing a T-26E5. Now we gotta do a T-44-100. How fun. So, with that being said, seems like there's a lot of people going towards B based on the fact that that light tank is going towards there, and they're probably going to swing around and go towards C. If I'm not careful with my positioning, I'm likely to die. SU-12244 killed him. Okay, so we've practically lost B at this moment. The question is there a route that I can go to catch every single one of these guys off guard and start picking them off? Okay, there's a tank that drove right in front of me. Let's slow down. There's a tank on my left and on my right. Okay, that is something with a 30mm, and then that guy got me. Hopefully that was a long enough distraction for my light tank to start taking these guys out. The only other option I have is a Flak Panzer 341, which is something that I will take. Especially against the vehicles that are going towards C, this is actually a pretty decent option. Screwed up my shot on the M18 by not hitting him center of mass. And C is being captured, likely by that M18. Another guy dies with a T-26E5. This is not developing very friendly. That autocannon is quite loud. ZSU-57 too. He's down. Enemy plane over the left. I'm gonna have to switch ammunition types. Okay, there's at least one jet up. So, there's several enemy planes, however, I am forced to hold my fire until they get close. I might take a rocket here. I don't know. No one taking bombs. But they didn't do jack all. T-44-100 is down. I am staying on the capture point. Aircraft hurt. Is that a plane that I hear? No.
Another zone captured. We have the advantage.
Yak 3 just killed somebody. He's down. The heck was that? Oh, crap. You little stinker. Okay, there's a tank in front of me. Seriously, man? I'm gonna die here, aren't I? Yak 9K is dead. Great. Let's see if I have a... I do not have a respawn I want to respawn on. I can't do anything else this match. Let's go for another match, shall we? We got Cuban again, and we are not top tier. However, the Panther 2 is exceptionally mobile. So I'm going to try a thing. A very aggressive thing. Hey, we have the French vehicles on our side. Okay, we're against America, Russia, and Russia again. No, okay, it switched over. It's American, Russia, Soviet Russia, and China. I really wish Germany had smoke shells. They at least have smoke grenades. Okay, we have a light tank going past the... Oh man, if this guy actually went over here, that'd be a great spot. Okay, so we know there's at least one light tank on the other side of this area over here. That's something I have to be careful with. The Panther 2 has a Panther F turret, and that does not have much armor. Only 120 millimeters. It's actually less armor than the later Panther, the other Panthers. So if that's a light tank and it's moving that quickly, that has to be an M18. Yeah, there's a BTR-80. Alright, I'm gonna be aggressive, switch over to first cruise control mode, see if I can get a shot off before this guy sees me. Or before he can react. I can see him down there. That's got him. Is that somebody on the ridge? No. That was just somebody the BTR-80 spotted. Okay. I knew what I was doing was taking a risk. But it was a risk I was willing to take at the moment. It didn't work out. Looks like that guy is taking C. Panzer Howitzer is out of position to take care of him. It's the Su-122-54. We have a heavy tank sitting back there. He's out of place to deal with him as well. See, the thing is, that's an Su-122-54. That means he has BR-471D, which is what he killed me with, and that can go through my turret front. And being that it is a tank that it is, it also has a higher reload speed on that 122 than regular. He has captured the C point. The question is, where is he facing? Our light tank is not pushing around C to actually counter him there, but it looks like... yeah. He took out the Panzer Howitzer, but now he's dead to the ZSU-57 too, which is great. So with that being said, I'm still going to try going around the barracks here, and then see if I can get myself pushed up into this position. If I can get there, it's going to be a very strong position to be in. Looks like we just had somebody die to a Super Pershing. He's likely somewhere down here. Actually, it looks like our Tiger II found him. A-okay. I did not have enough gun depression for that. Luckily, this is faster than your average Tiger II. Let's get that hole turned around. That way, when I repair, I can continue pushing. You have some people coming up as backup, but that Super Pershing's going to get position on that Tiger II. He's smoking that much, so that means he's probably damaged. I have 22 seconds. There's a T-32, so it was really, really unfortunate that I got my gun barrel taken out due to a misplay. T-20. Super Pershing took out the Weasel 1A4. That was to be expected. Not entirely sure what that Weasel thought he was doing. There's the T-32. Super Pershing is pushing over to my right. That means I don't have much choice but to engage him, even though that T-32 is looking at that Tiger II. The Super Pershing knows that I'm over here, is the problem. Yeah, there he is. I took a blind shot. T-32's engine is on fire, which is good for us. That is a tank I did not want to see, the T-95. I'm gonna have to smoke up. There's a tank over there. I can't quite see how I'm reversing, but me taking that shot like that is exactly why I smoked up. So I'm gonna have to find a way to react to these guys. There goes the T-32. The Super Pershing just fired a shot. I'm gonna have to fire another smoke nade towards that area there. Super Pershing is obviously not going to be able to respond to what I'm about to do to him. Wait for it, wait for it. That was not what I wanted to see. I'm gonna have to smoke up again. That APCR ammunition is actually just enough to go through the T-95. So where's that Super Pershing doing? Okay, he's got his gun pointed out that way. Sorry, dude, I'm gonna just have to do that. So he's in for a heck of a long repair. We know that T-95 is over there. I thought for sure there was a vehicle down by the alley. So, this guy has to die. So I'm gonna have to shoot him right there. He took a critical hit, airplane took him out. And there was a thing I was worried about over there. I think he's situated somewhere. Oh, he's right there. It's a T-44, so I'm dead. Which is fine. And now the only thing I have is a Flak Panzer 341, which is not the worst thing in the world. If I wouldn't have screwed up my shot in that Super Pershing, that would have worked out a lot better, but you do not always get the plays you want. I do happen to know there's a T-44 situated right over there. Not much in the way of enemy planes up. But we do have a Suma SM. He's in a really good spot to take out the T-44 that was situated right over there. That thing has incredibly strong front armor against such a tank. And he just died to a T-29. Now, based upon where that guy just died, yeah, that's exactly where I thought he would be. And he just got dead. I'm gonna keep marking that area over there, because that T-44 is probably sitting over there still. He's hurt by something, I don't know what. Could it be the T-44? Don't know. T-44 is still over there. So this is a very awkward position to be in, actually. I can't do that much to a T-44 from the front. And our Tiger II just got killed by him. This is not looking great. Not looking great at all. Especially with that. That's a Jumbo Pershing, okay. I'm going to die, no matter what. So this is fun. I really don't have guns to deal with this guy. I really wish I had smoke grenades. You can go straight through my turret front. There's a light tank sitting right... I didn't have enough time. Okay. I thought I might have been able to get around that, but I was wrong. Well, I really don't have much of an answer the rest of the match. Let's just go with filters. Okie doke. Let's see, is there anything I want to finish off with? Okay. Let's do an IS-7 round. We have cyanide. That really tickles me, especially being that we're top tier, so I'm going to first spawn an IS-7. It may not have a stabilizer, but this thing is one of the fastest heavy tanks at its battle rating. It's even faster than a T-10. Not quite as fast as a ZSU-57-2, but still pretty dang fast. Okay, there's a tank on our left. That might be a martyr. Alright, little dirtbag. We got a UDES right over there. And an ATGM carrier right in front of me. That's a building! So that means if I push over where that guy is, I'm going to die. I'm in a really awkward position because of the ATGM carrier. That and there's a freaking scimitar situated right there. Is the ATGM carrier still there? Yes, he is. UDES is down. That opens up some huge potential for me. There's a guy up there, though. Okay, great. Friendly guys are taking the enemy tanks out. Okay, there's a tank right there. What is that? That is a rock. Okay. Missed that one. There still could be a guy over here still. It's a light tank of some respect. But I don't want to lose positioning advantage, so let's just keep pushing forward. Okay, T-54 killed T-54. Tank right there. Vehicle on the other side of this. Don't know what it is. Is that a Z? No, it's an SPA. He's down. And we gotta take care of this T-54 that's up there. Gonna shoot him in the back of the side of the turret. He's down. Okay, there is a... Ooh, is that a recoilless rifle vehicle? I believe it is. There's a bomb being dropped. Yep, that was a nush. Exactly what I expected. So if that's the case, I'm going to respawn the PT-76-57. Real high fire rate. I noticed there's a bunch of light tanks going towards C. This is going to be the great thing to take them out with. Yeah, killed the BTR-80. Okay, great. You took out the Ush. SU-9's going after some of the light tanks. I can't exactly tell where them guys are.
Most of the zones are under control.
Because here's the thing, I really want to go along that ridge line, but I'm going to be really exposed if there's somebody over in B. If I die, I die. Get low enough in this terrain, I might be able to catch some of the people that are towards the sea. I hear you.
Attention to the map.
I can't sit still, unfortunately. Especially when there's something like an American T-34 right there. Veek is dead. That guy's down. This is really bugging me out. Okay, T-34 just died. Great. Question is, does this thing that's in front of me know that I'm here? It doesn't matter now, he's dead. I might have to try to clean up some of the people around B if there are anyone. But it looks like that match is over. Alright, that's the end of the stream. See y'all later.